Hello everyone, Tyas Sosen for the Tea Crane here. In today's behind the scenes video, I want to introduce you to one of the most vital items that is going to be found in almost any Mizuya preparation room. This is the Chahaki Bako. And the Chahaki Bako contains everything that is needed to handle the matcha. It is always tied like this, but let's open it so we can see that it comes in two tiers. What I always like to do after having loosened these cords is to tie it again on the opposite side so that the cords stay in place and they don't get messy all over the tea chamber and they don't get in the way. And then if we open it, we can see it's a soft wooden Polonia box like the ones that are being used for safekeeping of other utensils as well. And this is the bottom tier, and then there is a top tier to it as well. And the lid, of course. I'm going to put the lid to the side a little so that we have a little bit more room here. First, let me take you through what is in the top compartment. The top compartment contains everything from tea scoops like these and this one, for example. These tea scoops, they're being used to scoop the matcha, obviously, into either the tea caddy or the tea flask. And then there's also the feather, and the feather is being used to tidy up the tea, to push the tea through these funnels, which we will get to in a moment, to clean the inside of the tea caddy, to clean the rim of the chaide, the tea flask. And then there's, of course, these bamboo rakes, which are used in the tea caddies and the chaki to clean the surface, to make a beautiful mountain on the matcha, so that when the lid of the tea caddy is opened, you can see that you have a beautiful mountain there. I have some other utensils in here. This is a little spatula that is being used to push the tea through a sieve, but I'm not using those anymore. I'm now using a different type of sieve that has beads in it, and just by wriggling it around, it pushes the tea through, and so we don't need to use the spatula anymore. And then I have a few utensils that I like to use. There's a little scissors in here, and I have these brushes. Sometimes it's very difficult to get into the tea flask because the mouth of it is so narrow, and so it's difficult to clean it out. So I like to use these brushes. This brush to clean the sides, and this brush to clean the bottom of the tea flask. And the scissors, of course, well, obviously, if we open a new pack of matcha, you need to cut it open, so it's easy if you have a little bit of scissors at hand. So that is what is in my top tier for the Chahaki Bako, all the utensils that are necessary to handle the tea powder, the matcha, whether when you're sieving it or when you are putting it into the tea caddy or in the chaide. And then the lower tier has these funnels. I have this little cup as well, which is a funnel rest for the smaller one. And there's another spoon that I have never used, which came with one of the sieves that I use. So there's two types of funnels here. There's the small, this funnel, the larger funnel, which has a broader base, and that's usually because the mouth of a tea caddy, a chaki, is wider, and so you want to be able to put this over the mouth of the chaki, and so the tea can be inserted into it. The center funnel has a smaller base because this one is used for the tea flask, the chaire, and chaire usually come with a smaller mouth, and so you would want to put this, like if this were the mouth of a chaire, you would want to be able to put this in rather than over it and put the tea through so that it fills up the tea flask. So these are very handy tools. These are wooden. You can find them in plastic or metal as well. There are different applications. There are plastic ones I've seen that can be combined, so there's only this one, but then it has a other plastic base and it can be put on top and it makes it smaller. So there are different types of these funnels, but these funnels are always in the chahaki bako, the wooden box with all the utensils for handling matcha. And it's just a nice kit to have. It's a nice kit that is always available in any Mizuya. So I hope you enjoyed this little episode on my chahaki bako with the tools to handle matcha, and I hope to see you in another video again. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like this video, to subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know if you have a box of your own that you, for example, use to handle your tea powder. Do you have a sifter? Do you have some tools that you use with your sifter? How do you keep it? And where do you keep it? Let me know in the comments. And if you are looking to start learning tea ceremony properly, then I have a 6 weeks course that I'm hosting at the moment, in which I will teach you how to do a tea ceremony with all the necessary procedures, folding the fuksa, folding the chakin, preparing your tea caddy, how to whisk your tea properly, etc. You will get a lot of information about the tea ceremony, and I will be happy to take you on this journey. So if you're interested, click the link in the description below for my 6 weeks tea ceremony course, and I really hope to see you on the inside, and also again next week for another video about the tea ceremony. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day and keep drinking matcha.